What up, y'all? Welcome back to Blacktop 5. You already know who I am, so we're just going to keep it rolling. And we got a fun list for you. I brought back two people that we did the superheroes list together. So we brought it back and we're doing a villains slash supervillains list. Um, and I got Bragg and GME here. Gentlemen, how are you? What's going on? Welcome back.
Doing good, doing good.
These top fives, this is becoming a thing, bro. I'm loving this, man.
Hey,
This is
I'm
becoming real
glad.
fun.
I'm glad you're loving it. Me too, because that's why I was getting it started, just so we could all chat, vibe, get have some fun, learn more about each other, and
I'm
talk
saying
some
it's
shit.
very interesting. Very interesting to hear people's list. So,
That's facts.
yeah.
And just real quick, we want to shout out happy birthday, GME Sharks. Happy birthday.
Happy
We're
birthday.
gonna make sure we
Thank
throw it
you.
out there. You know,
Thank you. Thank
for
you.
the man.
With as much stuff as I talk, honestly, I would rather be nowhere else with my homies right here, man. Making this shit happen. For real.
Hey,
That's
that's
love,
what it's
bro.
all
That's
about at
love.
the end of the day.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being here, especially on the B day, early in the wee hours of the morning. And
Hell yeah,
so,
bro.
and so with that, with the birthdays and the welcomes, we're just gonna get on to the villains list because I'm really excited for this one. And let's just start with the birthday boy. It seems right. Hit us off. Lead us off there. Give us your number five, my man.
Let's go. Okay. All right. All right. This list, honestly, man, was really tough. This is a really tough list.
It's good. I
Like
want you to
maybe one
think.
of the toughest lists we ever done,
We
for
want you
real.
thinking.
Yeah, and I get that. So yeah, just all my picks are good villains, so nobody take offense to if I didn't put your favorite on the list, but yeah. Number five, I had to go with Hannibal Lecter, man. I
Oh,
Um, good. Actually, great one.
that's a great
bro,
one.
I remember as a kid seeing that movie and actually being like afraid of Anthony Hopkins.
Damn,
Like for real, bro. That man played the
that's a great
hell out
one.
of that part, bro. And God, I probably only watched that movie maybe 3 times in my
You couldn't
lifetime,
do
bro,
it
just
again,
because
huh?
it scarred the
You
hell out
couldn't.
of me.
Dang, that's a great
That's
choice.
funny.
I mean, but that's facts though. Hannibal Lecter did things to you, not just. It was just deep psychological.
Yeah, just mentally, just messed with your mind, and you
Mm,
just
bro. And then he eat people.
I mean, well,
well,
there's that.
there is
Okay,
that on top of it. He is super
uh,
smart,
Let's
intelligent,
start with that. Let's
psychopath.
start with that.
That oh yeah, he eats
I was
people.
just gonna ease into it, dude. You're cramming it all in at one time. I was just
Yeah,
gonna ease it in there,
I ain't no easing into
but
that,
but I
man.
love it.
Yeah, man. But
Hey,
Buddy scared the hell out of me, man. So we had to put
that's
him
a
on my
good one.
list.
I like that. That's a great one. That's a great one.
Yeah, man.
That well, see, I see.
Hannibal.
Like I like how we're rolling out here. I see how we're starting. I see how we're starting because I think you took a little bit of. I thought about him in a different way, but I love him for this list. So I'm interested to see where we're going. Let me see what you
Yeah.
got. Let me see what you got. Rag. Sorry, rag. Let me see what you got.
Oh, okay. So here we go.
That's
This
a
this
good one,
is
Jamie.
again childhood villain. Watched him grow and evolve over the years, and I actually have to take from another list we did for this villain.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I gotta look back at my superheroes list, and
Ah.
my number five here on my villains would be Shredder.
Ah. Great
I like it.
choice. I
I like
love
it.
it.
I
I
like it.
love it.
I
Yeah.
mean it is, you know, you look at him in the comics, and then and you get the '80s where the cartoon series came out, and
Yes.
it was just, and then the movies,
The
and just watching
movies.
him, it's just he always was there for me growing up, and I absolutely love it.
He's an iconic
Yeah.
character too. Like he just, no matter what the turtles do, or no matter how many times, like Shredder is just always
Shredder's
there and is
always, yeah.
always back.
I'm so blown
Always.
away that I did not think about Shredder, bro.
Oh
I'm
yeah, you
so
didn't. Dude,
dumb for
but
not
they're
thinking about Shredder.
Dude, that's why these lists are so hard because
Yeah,
you think through so many, but no matter what, there's people you're gonna miss. You guys will always say people that I don't think about, and I love it. I hate it because I'm like, dang, I didn't think about it.
Man, he just blew me up with
but,
that one because that's a really
but
good one.
That's a great
Sharks
one.
hit the nail on the head though. With this was probably one of the harder lists
It really
that you
is.
had.
It's tough.
Uh,
Hey, that's what we want though. We want the hard
Fun though.
list,
It's
so that's
fun.
why I like it. So, dang, Shred, yeah, and great choice with the Shredder. He always pops back. There's nothing they can do to get rid of him. And
Yeah,
clearly
that's a
you
good
blew
pick.
GME's mind. So we're off
He
to
did.
a rocking start. I don't know if I can live up to that,
You can.
but
You can.
my number five, he's not in a bunch of movies. He's not a repeat offender in a ton of things. But in the movie, and then the one he's in is stuck around for me and is iconic. And my number five is Ivan Ooze from the Power Rangers. That Ivan Ooze to this day, those movies are just creepy to me and is weird to me. Like, like I know he's not out there in a bunch of movies, but I still to this day, Ivan
Yeah,
Ooze is that one
I
movie
respect
sticks
it.
in my head as one of the top five villains. He was just
I
creepy and
respect.
weird. And, uh,
Yeah, bro.
that movie was iconic for me as well.
I I noticed all of us for five pick things from the childhood, basically,
Mm-hmm.
I
and
mean, it really was.
and it's really something about those ages, when you see a good villain, you know what I'm saying? Like it sticks with you, man. So
Yeah.
I see the connective tissue we got going on, and it makes a lot of sense, bro,
they,
for
they,
real.
they,
I respect, bro.
they
I
gotta
respect.
have staying power in your mind to me. And like I said, only one appearance, but to me, an iconic appearance. So I don't
Hold on,
know.
bro. I gotta figure out how to give you some dap
Oh,
through
man,
Discord.
a little,
Which way I gotta point my fist?
just.
This way.
Oh
Yes.
shit. um, those dang. All right, we got some bombs, some bangers so far. Now I'm even more excited because we've all had some big ones, but they're all like so different. So
That's why I said this one
so
is
let's keep.
good. This one
Hey,
is good.
come on, keep it rolling.
All
Let me
right,
come
all
on,
right.
man.
I got another banger. I got another banger,
I
man.
don't doubt
And
it. I don't doubt it.
this number four for me, this this villain is iconic just because you can't get rid of him. Like I've watched plenty of iterations of this Magneto.
Ah,
I
okay,
mean,
I've
okay.
watched so many different X-Men things, and Magneto is never defeated. He's never, you know what I'm saying, like officially defeated. You might get
Hmm.
him for a little bit, but
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
man,
That-
ever since I was a kid, bro, like this man has been a terror.
How do
Like
you get rid of him?
I don't know. I don't know. I
Can you?
don't know.
Yeah,
And he kind of straddles the line of anti-hero at times, man. So like
that's kind of
he
true.
he really is.
That's kind of true.
I mean, when at any point did Wolverine think he stood any sort of? I mean,
Well,
the
he
man.
he literally
I
can't.
mean,
Right?
it doesn't matter.
There's
It's just
nothing
like,
he can
oh,
do.
I mean,
doesn't, man.
He
he ain't
can't
going
get close to
nowhere.
him. Well, he can't get close to
You
him.
just look at him.
Yeah.
Like if the professor is having a hard time with the man, like I don't know what to tell y'all.
Exactly. Yeah, dude, great choice. Yeah, you know you
Mm,
can't do anything with him, especially because
Man,
their strongest one can't do it, even get close to him. Yeah,
Artie
good
scared the hell
call.
out of me when I was a kid and still do.
That's a that's
For
a great
real.
call.
Oh man, it's. Hmm.
I
I
would not want
still
to go toe to toe with that
I
man. So
still
yeah,
remember the
I had to put him on my list.
I still remember the first like X-Men movies that they made. Not the cartoon ones, but like
The
it,
actual live
yeah, the
action.
like live action ones. And I still remember seeing him and being like, "What? How do you deal with this guy?" And then they, they just capture him. It's like y'all just capture him and put him in a plastic bubble. Okay, well, They act like there ain't no metal around. Okay.
Exactly. It's
All
like,
right.
all right,
All
I guess we'll
right.
move on.
Damn. Great.
It
Great
still gets
choice.
out.
Great choice.
So I guess for this one here, mine Sharks, mine's actually going to come out of that same universe.
Oh, nice.
And I picked this one based solely on the fact that I mean, there's nothing really spectacular about him. There is, but it's just it takes momentum to get there.
Oh.
Uh, Juggernaut.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure who was okay.
Good
Okay,
call.
yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, yeah.
Great
All right.
call.
I mean,
Yeah, that
I
the
just
juggernaut, man.
you just can't stop him.
You
If he gets,
can't.
if
You
yeah, not if he
can't.
gets going. Do not let him get
No,
going.
that's why I
Don't.
said it just takes a little momentum.
And he
I
has
was
one of the
even
most.
thinking of the juggernaut from the Deadpool movies that they had,
Oh
like the little
yeah,
cameo, the little
the
part that he
little
had.
part he
Hmm.
Yeah,
had.
like
That was
bro,
good though.
it's
That was
not
good
easy
though.
to stop,
Mhm.
even contain that man for a little
Dude,
bit. So
he
yeah.
was laying
I mean,
waste.
they had to electrocute the man.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then I'm thinking about like the fighting games too, like Marvel vs. Capcom, like Juggernaut,
Oh, classic game.
like he's a iconic character,
He's
man. Like
That's
he
true.
is. He's there.
He's
He's
people know
everywhere.
that.
always run. Oh my god, great choice. And he also, just to throw out there, he has one of the most iconic. Obviously don't think it was in any sort of comics, but in movies, he has one of the most iconic lines in like history of like villains. He's like, "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch." You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Just lays out one of the most iconic lines in history. He just lays it out for you real quick. He just
That's
lets
not
you know
lying.
who he is
I,
and what. What is
I
it?
think it was when they were breaking, I think Magneto out or breaking somebody out of the prison truck. Juggernaut was in there. It's like the only thing he had to say to him was, "I gotta pee," and they just got him locked in this thing.
That sound about right. That sound about right, bro. For real. That man is a menace and has always been.
Hmm.
See, it's things like that you just remember people for or things for. So that's two
That's a
things.
banging ass pick.
That's
That's a
awesome.
banging ass pick, bro. I'm glad we came from the same universe,
That's
though. That's
awesome.
what's
That's
up.
that's like the first like kind of relatable thing so far. Similar, like
Yeah,
real super similarity. So
yeah.
um,
Hmm.
Might be the closest we get to
it
some
might be
matching in
too,
this
because
place.
mine's not close. Mine,
Oh,
because
that's a good thing then. That's a good thing. Well,
because my
hit
guys
me with it, bro.
my guy starts as essentially a hero, and
Oh,
and then becomes complete villain. And it's
hmm.
my number four is Darth Vader.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah,
good choice.
yeah.
Good
Not
choice.
Anakin
Great choice.
Skywalker
Not even
because he
good choice.
starts
Great
out
choice.
real. Because
It is a
when
great choice.
because
I like that one.
when Darth is in his prime of being Darth and being evil, he is the most. Even the Emperor makes his suit weaker in certain areas to control him, knowing that Darth Vader can overpower him and overtake him. You know what I mean? So if you're that bad that even your bosses are trying to keep you down. In my opinion,
That
you're
ass.
you're
Certified.
a pretty certified G. You're a certified stud.
The
Certified stud.
fact that I
So
don't even like I've rarely watched any Star Wars media,
that's
and
true.
the fact that I know that that character, that look, the lightsaber, like the
Iconic.
fact that I know that pretty much says a lot about the man.
If anyone
For
does that
real.
weird breathing around, you're like, if they do the little breathing, you know exactly. Ah, Vader. Yeah, yeah,
It says
You
a
yeah.
know,
lot, man.
I'm actually a little disappointed though. It's like Sharks, come on. Do we
Well,
need to have a watch party of all
yeah. Do
the
we have
Star
to have
Wars
the
movies?
Star Wars? Well, we
Because
got
we can do that.
set a day aside, gentlemen.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. I mean, it's not like
All
I
right.
actively avoid it. I
Mm-hmm.
just haven't.
Haven't seen them.
Yeah.
And if you see one, you don't want to watch it out of order or something weird too.
Exactly,
So it's always
exactly. I was
I
already
respect it. I
sat
respect
down and made to watch the first one, so at least I
it.
got that
Ah,
one
okay,
out the way.
okay.
I mean, now he's gonna know who Jar Jar is, and
We'll
that's
just have
kind of ruined. It's just Jar Jar just ruined shit. But that's just mine and like 95% of other people's
yeah.
opinion
Dang
when
it,
it
Well,
comes
that's
to
so many
Star
people,
Wars.
yeah, so many people don't like Jar Jar, but the kids love Jar Jar. So.
Kids love Jar Jar, absolutely.
a dope ass pick, bro. That's a
Yeah.
dope
King
ass
Darth
pick.
Vader.
Hey man,
Yeah.
we got villains. He's an evil ass dude, especially when he's the evil ass dude. So
One of the yeah,
we back to you,
facts.
birthday boy. We back to you, rounding it out. Well, not rounding it out, but
Oh,
at number 3.
and number Trace.
Yeah, bro,
All right.
tres.
Uh, I like I said, I thought a lot about all kind of villains, bro, and it was hard for me to pinpoint uh a lot of these, but the my top three for sure, I know for a fact that they are iconic because they are villains.
Oh, all right.
And this is just, ones that I was like, okay, yeah, like if I'm going anywhere and I'm thinking villains, these are in my brain at all times. So my number three is Pennywise. It.
Oh,
I have I had to
Pennywise.
I had to
okay.
put him on the list. It, whatever you want to call him, on the list because of the impact that he's had on, you know, just culture in general.
You know how many people hate
Um,
clowns because
exactly, bro. He did a lot to a lot of people, man, and he
he's
is
he
still
screwed
doing
the clown
it.
community, man. He screwed the clown community. Is what he
He is
did.
still
Okay,
doing it, man.
so we're talking yours goes all the way back to the Tim Curry.
Oh, I hope
Yeah,
so. Though I
yeah,
hope so.
yeah,
Okay,
basically.
all the way
Yeah,
back to the original movie.
yeah, I
Okay,
hope so.
good,
Yeah.
good.
And I even know a little bit about like the Pennywise from like the actual books and stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
And
okay. So yeah, it's
Okay,
yeah,
that.
okay.
I
he's
Okay.
and
super
I
You
OP.
got that
love that.
inside knowledge. The inside
Pennywise is
knowledge.
OP as hell, bro.
Damn.
So
It just
yeah,
becomes what you figure.
like I said, bro, like
Okay.
once you know
But that's
all of that
it.
stuff, you
Exactly.
really like I cannot put
How do
him on my
you?
list, man.
I like it.
Oh no, boobs.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
You don't fear those.
Oh shit. I wonder if that would actually work. But yeah, man, he's gonna terrorize your ass. And it's funny you said that too, Rag, because it was somebody else that I was gonna put besides him that uh they both do the same thing basically, like infiltrate your fears basically. So
Oh, I wonder.
yeah.
I think I know who you're saying then.
I didn't want to mention them just because one of y'all might have them on the list.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna
yeah.
say mention.
No.
I don't.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know if we will. I feel like it's a little different route that we went.
All
I feel
right.
it. Is it Freddy Krueger?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
No. Yeah.
yeah. That we actually would have him on our horror list. I feel like too because Rag was around when we did the killers list too, so he might have popped up in our discussions there as well
Yeah.
because that guy's a bamf.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So yeah,
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 he's great. I mean, Jason's still better, but Freddy's great.
yeah.
a lot of scary
Hey,
stuff involved with that.
we can have another talk about that if you want, but we had a talk about that one time and I agreed. So
Oh yeah, we did.
But
Uh,
yeah, my number Trace
all right,
Pennywise, man.
I like it. He's a
that's a
scary.
great one.
He ruined the
We'll do
clown
it. Yep.
business. Ruined the clown
Oh, I mean,
business.
clowns ruin the clown business.
What
Uh,
you got for me?
so my number three over here is it's also comic book, movie, video game. Just,
Alright,
I mean, he's everywhere.
All right.
alright.
He
This
comes from a different universe in a couple of different aspects here. Uh, But it's not what it does by itself. It's what it does when it meets somebody.
You always
And
come with these bangers, Rag. I'm so. What is it?
is I gotta go Carnage.
Ah, it's a great
Venom. Don't get me
choice.
wrong. Venom was great,
Yeah.
but Venom wasn't dark enough for me. And then Carnage hit the scene, and
How is Venom not
that's
dark
all it
enough for
was.
you? How dark are you,
No,
Rag? Are you okay? Do you need a hug?
He said, "Are you okay?"
Do you want a hug, bro?
Bro, I thought about Venom, but I did not think about Carnage.
Great
How did
call,
I
though.
let that
Sorry. No,
slip?
see,
go ahead,
people
though. I'm
forget
sorry.
about Carnage, and
Continue,
I mean,
though.
and there's so many different symbiotes out there that I mean, Venom
Right,
and Carnage barely even scratch the surface of
right,
what some of
yeah.
them are. Uh,
I do know
there's
that too.
Well, a lot
hundreds
of
of them,
the symbiotes, like, are.
but Carnage is out there. So, and you Sharks earlier, you mentioned the Marvel versus Capcom game. Okay, you
Yeah,
see Venom in that game, and he looks cartoonish. But then
yeah.
when you have
Because
Carnage in the
right,
game,
right, 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 right.
he still has that evil, just
Yeah.
villain
But he,
look.
yeah, Carnage does have a very nasty design. It makes
For
it
real.
look
Okay,
For real.
even
and
worse.
then
So
then
yeah.
you had Super Nintendo, the game Carnage.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The case and
Maximum
everything was
Carnage.
red.
that was
Maximum Carnage.
Oh
maximum.
my God, Rag. Yes. Yes, yes.
Taking
I
it
just
back,
hit
taking us
deep
back
off
to
in a
the
memory
days.
there.
Yeah, taking
Yeah,
it
you
back.
did. That was a
Oh
But
game
man.
I remember.
it's what a villain should have been and still should
Damn.
be. There was no
Yeah,
monologue. It was just
right.
hey,
You right.
you're okay. Bye,
Yeah.
dead,
There's no yeah, there's no in
This is.
between for real.
erased,
That's a great.
and and I loved him. I still do.
I can never pinpoint your picks, bro. Like I don't know how you be doing that, man.
He's keeping you on your toes, bro. He's trying to keep you bobbing and
Stay
weaving, bro.
keeping me on my toes.
But that's why we like it. That's what I love. I don't think my number 3 is gonna surprise you guys, but
It
it's
might.
definitely a great. No, not. It won't surprise you that he's on my list. I don't think because
Okay.
we went back to the superhero list before, and it makes sense because we're doing a villains list. So I'm going back to a villain from my superhero list, and my number 3 is Mojo Jojo.
Oh,
I I love the Powerpuff Girls all the time.
Mojo.
See, there he is. Look, see right there in the back. See there,
Mojo.
Mojo. See,
Yeah, bro.
because the man, he never succeeded. He never, but he always came back. He was always there, always trying, always putting out different things. Plus, you loved him saying Mojo Jojo. You know, it's like. I loved it. It was because he was kind of funny along with the we can't be
He
all
was an
super
entertaining
I
serious, you
villain.
know
mean,
what I mean?
Right.
He
wasn't there
was
a couple of times where he tried to help the Powerpuff Girls,
where he
if I
had there
remember?
were a couple times where he had to, but usually that's because he
Right.
was helping the other thing and then it became stronger or crazier and then he like, oh well,
Became an issue he couldn't
yeah,
deal
it's like
with.
wait a minute, they're gonna succeed and I couldn't. That's rude.
Yeah, bro. That
I love Mojo, man.
like you said, like it's not
Break
always
his little helmet. You see, that's how you know he was
super
done for the
serious with
episode.
him, man. Oh, when his brain came
Yeah,
out,
when his brain came out, you always knew it was like, you got him this time. Dang, Mojo, you tried, bro. You
he
tried.
was he's a fun villain, man.
Right?
Like, you know,
But
like
He is
but
fun.
and that's why I have him on my list because like he is a villain. He's always out there trying to take over the world or destroy the Powerpuff Girls or but he's a little funny at the same time and a little fun edge to him.
yeah.
So I had to put Mojo Jojo on there.
Jojo.
See, you got him
Yes.
right there. So
See, I don't even think I even went down the Cartoon Network tunnel.
well, I
That,
mean.
I mean, I
oh
just
man,
That's another. There's a
yeah.
whole lot. Yeah, there's a whole
Oh my
ton.
God.
There's
Because
a
it's a
ton.
lot of people that, I mean, like not everybody did, but it's a lot that Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a lot.
Hey, that's
I
cool.
mean, that's a rabbit hole in
It leaves room. No,
itself.
but
Yeah,
that's cool.
it
But
really is.
that's the thing. It leaves room for some fun time for further lists for it, so we can even might shrink it down a little bit. Instead of villains, we can do specific ones like Cartoon Network and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that, just to get real. And so
Oh man.
I'm all about it. I like it. I'm in for
Yeah,
it. So
I'm down.
you
I'm
know,
down.
this is
That's
a
a good
Oh,
ass.
this is why this one's
I'm
even
already
harder.
there.
Is it's super it's super broad. So as you start narrowing it, that's going to be even more fun. So
Right, it's been brought.
it's already been brought.
It's
It's been
it's
brought
been
in.
brought.
Did you just bring it on me? Did you just bring it, cheerleader? On? Been brought
It's
in.
been brought.
Alright.
That's a great ass
Well,
pick. Y'all killing it for real.
yo,
Y'all
everybody's
killing
been killing it, and I'm ready. But see, this is where we've already been killing it. Now we've got the two biggest ones to come.
Oh, man.
So I'm ready.
I-
I'm excited. Come on.
I don't even have to look at my list because I know my top two. It's
Just-
not changing. It's just gonna be that way. It's just how it is for right now in my mind. And my number two is already been mentioned. And
Oh
I'm,
yeah, we do have it already been mentioned.
yeah. I didn't want to say nothing. But
Alright.
yeah, Darth Vader is my number two.
Hey,
That guy there,
alright,
man. I like I said, I'm not a Star Wars guy, but I know Darth Vader, bro. So yeah, like we don't have to talk much about it because we already have. But bro, that man is iconic, bro. That's an iconic look. Everything about him is iconic. So
Nice. That's
it's
fact.
like I'd be a fool to leave that man off my list.
We had one link and list so far. That's
Well
awesome.
done. Well done.
All right, we had a link. I wasn't sure with the way they were going. I didn't see a link happening. I
guess
didn't see a link happening.
I feel yeah, you're right.
Good.
You're right. These top two, I feel like it might be closer to getting a link
It's
than
true.
any other,
That's true.
numbers.
Sharks, I'm just gonna have to stop you right there.
Wait.
Because
Okay.
it may not happen.
Oh man.
But
See,
you know what? I'm kidding. I'm lying. I'm
I was
just gonna
about to
go
say,
ahead and
let me
say
get off my
mine
toes.
because mine has been mentioned as well already.
Okay. All right, your number two. What you got?
So my number two is Hannibal Lecter.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so we do got
We
the
do
connection
got
going
some
on.
connection going
We
on.
got the connection going on. I like it.
Nice.
I
We're
like
all
it.
just
Yeah.
as throwed
I
off
love
as
it.
next year, honestly.
Yeah.
Dang, okay. I love it. I love it.
What else do we have on
We-
that one though? I mean,
we don't-
psychological, the
Yeah.
technique,
We've
people.
already.
I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's fucking
That man's
scary.
He is scary. The man is
That's
the
scary
man
shit,
is
bro.
scary. The man is scary.
He's normal. He's just a little throwed off in the head is his only problem.
That's
That's
scary
everyday
shit, bro.
people. That's your neighbor.
Yeah, that's exactly.
right.
You go.
That's
Yeah,
scary
that's
shit.
somebody you wave to getting
That's
the
your
paper
great
every
Uncle
morning.
Barry that lives down the street type shit. Like, no, I'm good. That could happen.
I'm good.
Juggernaut ain't coming running through my door.
No.
Hannibal Lecter might.
Hannibal Lecter might
Facts,
come
bro.
running to you. Though.
Damn, bro. Let's move on. Let's move on.
You gonna have
I'll
GME
be,
sleeping by the door with a gun in his hand. There's like a knife in his hand or something.
Yeah, man. I'll be in here at night by
Sure.
myself, bro. Don't do. Let's
Sure.
not. Let's not.
All right. Well, my number two is a very iconic character as well, and doesn't really have any superpowers either. But he is just one of the. He's literally one of the most just evil, crazy things ever thought of. And my number two is the Joker. Number two is the Joker. The Joker is a crazy, crazy, crazy individual. Crazy. I don't know what else to say. He is psychotic. He doesn't care. He doesn't care, but he doesn't care about money. He doesn't care about taking things over. He doesn't care about. We've seen the man burn like $1 billion. Not being a billion, but I don't know. large amount of
I
cash.
mean, might as well have been.
It was
It's more
close.
cash than I'll ever see in my
Exactly. At least,
lifetime.
you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't
Big
care
facts.
about money or like power even or anything like that, bro. He just wants to create carnage, and he just lives in the head of Batman. Lives rent free, has a
Rent free, bro.
mansion,
Rent
has a
free.
mansion, has a freaking yacht, has a condo, private jet, living VIP status in Batman's head. And
To
that's
have
something,
that type
and
of
that over nobody does that over
exactly,
Batman.
bro.
Nothing,
Exactly. To have
nothing,
that control
nothing
or
gets
that
in
type of
Batman's
power
head like that.
over
No,
Batman.
nothing gets in Batman's head. And there gets to a point where Batman does have to kill Joker because of he's just. But that's a different story. We won't go down
Man,
those
we won't. Yeah,
roads
we
and
Yeah,
stuff.
won't go.
yeah,
Yeah, we won't even.
yeah,
We
yeah.
won't. We
Bruh,
don't have to go into
bruh,
those things. But the man is
bro.
just completely crazy. So that was my number two.
Well, we might as well just keep it going because my number one is Joker, bro. Like
Yeah, we're now okay.
the man beat Barbara Gordon till she was paralyzed, bro. Like he it's so many things that I can think of off the top of my head that he did. Like there was a comic book from back in the day where he poisoned a bunch of kids. Like this man, like it's a lot of dirty stuff that man has
He
done,
doesn't. That
man.
he's just as evil. He just doesn't care. He's
And
just evil.
the dedication to be that evil, man. Like I cannot fathom what goes through somebody's mind to be that dedicated to be that bad, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like that man is on another level, bro.
It's facts.
For
It's
real.
facts. It's facts.
Like when he eating, bro, he thinking about doing some dirty shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just to me, it gets no more villain than Joker. So yeah, bro.
I mean,
That's
if
my
you say so.
that's my. I
He's,
mean, it's Joker,
he
bro. I
said, "If
mean,
you say so."
you could argue it, but it's Joker. That man
Hey,
is
you know what?
disgusting.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I
Give us
still
your
have.
number two, real quick. Okay,
Wait.
Sharks. Let's hear that number two.
Oh,
Cause
Uh,
you.
he already said his number
Darth
two.
Vader.
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
right.
no, that
Yeah.
is right. Okay,
We're on
so
number
okay,
one. Yeah, that was his number one.
right.
That
Okay,
was his number
that's
one.
my bad. I was
Yeah, he's
looking
gonna
and
say his number
laughing
one.
at this, and it was
My ass.
it's absolutely hilarious to me
I was.
that y'all both went Joker.
I.
What do you
I.
mean? What? Having
When
Joker
he
is
mentioned
bad?
it,
It is
when he mentioned it, I wanted to change it.
because because my number one is Harley Quinn.
Oh shit.
Ah.
What's more fucked off than a woman that falls in love with somebody as fucked off as the Joker?
Or you right though. Like anybody, yeah, a person that falls in love with a person like that, like yeah,
Not just
Yeah, but
was trapped, loved this man.
hey, but even
yeah.
even she has good in her though. That's why she doesn't make my list because she even helps out. She helps out and does things for like there's times where she helps children and helps younger kids and stuff. Joker makes my list and does it because like GME said, he said, screw them damn kids. That's
Well,
why,
of course.
you know, I
And see,
respect the shit out of Harley Quinn out of the list though.
and see,
I
oh
don't
man,
don't you be
see,
yelling at don't you yell
uh,
at us for having
I'm
Joker on the
no, because
list.
I'm not.
I can
I
feel where
respect
Rad
that.
coming from though. I feel where
Oh,
Rad because like
totally.
I know exactly where he's coming from because like he said, like a person like if you've been around somebody and know that they're that type of
You
person
know
and you
who they
still
really are on the inside.
rocking with them,
True.
like
You know how black this
I
man is, just on the inside, just his every ounce of him and his
that's what I'm
soul is
saying.
just
And you
so
still
fucking
rocking
dark,
with it. Like I
and
that
you
does take a
still over there riding that.
Yeah.
that takes a very
That takes a
uh,
It
dark
takes
a
space, and
dark
the fact,
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah,
and then you look
yeah.
at it too, because
That's too
even
true.
before she fell in love with the Joker,
Damn,
she was
bro.
the doctor, this for the criminally insane. This is
Yeah.
what she did. It's what she lived with on a daily basis. So she got to see it all,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
still still went with the most
Yeah,
fucked up of
you
them
It
blew
all.
me.
was.
You blew
Hey,
me
bro,
with
he
that.
had
That's
he had that
And
mind control over Debo.
and the Joker, yeah, before Harley Quinn really became Harley Quinn to what the people know her as today,
Hmm.
she still wasn't really around a whole lot. Okay, so if we
Yeah,
look
yeah,
back at the Batman movies
that's
that we
true.
grew up with,
right.
I mean, we had
She,
Poison Ivy,
True.
she
Ooh,
I
Uma Thurman
remember
looking good though.
that's a good. It's another
We
good
had
one.
Batgirl, Alicia Silverstone,
True, true, true.
like the
another
first time
great
I
one.
remember seeing Harley Quinn
Harley
like
Quinn's a
really
great.
come on the map. Like even when that Batman the animated series was out, like
Yeah, Harley Quinn is
that
always
was
a
the only,
favorite.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's when I really remember seeing
First
her
seeing
for the
That's
her.
first
it
time.
is because
Yeah.
that's when she first started coming back around,
Hmm.
and then Suicide Squad.
Right.
Yeah, and then all that, and
And
now
now
she's
she
been
is,
blowing up.
bro.
She's been blowing up, which is
Oh,
good.
And
Which is good. I love to see it.
Margot Robbie.
She did a great job. Come on,
she did.
she did a
She
great
embodied
Now
job.
the character.
there's other reasons Harley Quinn made my list other than just being a, well, that is part of the reason. Uh, Psychotic, toxic, bubbly little crazy ass
Yeah.
colored
God,
Female.
haired.
wouldn't that be
Yeah,
Come
so
to
much
me,
female.
fun?
please.
Wouldn't that be so
Come
much
to
fun?
me.
Oh my God, yeah, I would love to
He
be the
said,
Joker. I
please.
would pray.
What would
I
it
would
do
pray to
to
be the
you though,
Joker.
crazy?
I don't
She would
care.
ruin your credit by looking at you,
I don't care.
Facts.
and I'd let her.
Yeah, do
Facts.
you care? Do you care?
I know
I,
this
I
is
love
bad
it.
for me,
No
but
matter.
I'm gonna do it
I'm
anyways.
going to it, and I'm gonna enjoy
You're
it.
not the first person in history to do that though. So,
And I'm not gonna be the last.
it's not gonna be the last, so it's all right.
Damn, that's a great one
Yeah.
too, though. It's
Yeah, because
Uh,
that's a good one. That's a good one.
yeah, she would.
uh,
She's especially because
fucking it. I mean,
you want to, you like to put your hand and say, hey, that's mine. At the same time, it's like you're a fucked up, crazy villain, but also I'd love you to be my
I
crazy ass
well,
villain.
Johnny Depp
Damn.
got paid 15 million for being with a crazy bitch. I mean, I did it for free for
Man.
years. But I mean,
All right.
It wasn't for free. You lost shit. Don't lie.
yeah, I did. I lost a lot. It wasn't free.
No,
Oh shit. I not
we'll
It's,
leave
it's
that.
not
twist
We'll leave
knife,
that. We'll
crazy
leave
twist
that.
knife. You could have just let that one slide.
yeah, exactly,
Nope,
man.
no, bro.
We
I
not
pulled to
digging it
you.
up,
I
bro.
pulled to you, bro. I pulled to you. You were asking. I kept asking questions yesterday, and I kept doing it today.
That's true.
Well,
So that's your number one then, Harley Quinn?
mhm.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Okay. Okay.
I feel like my number one's almost anticlimactic in a way because of how many big hitters we've had. I don't know.
Yeah, because I know who it is.
You know, everybody knows who my number one is. I think my number one's Voldemort. It's Lord
This
Voldemort.
man shall
And
not be named.
the man who should not. It's not. It wasn't even an option for me. It wasn't a choice. It wasn't a thing. It
Oh
wasn't.
yeah,
My
bro. It
number
really
one.
wasn't.
My
It
number
really
one.
wasn't.
My number one was named as soon as we said villains. Oh, bet.
Yeah,
Voldemort
exactly.
number one.
I get it, bro.
The
I get
only
it.
the
I
only
get it.
reason
Yeah.
I had to question was because I had to clarify that I was allowed to put him on the. Did he fit? I was like,
He's
is he
allowed.
fit? He
Yes,
on
he's
a,
allowed on the list.
he qualify? Oh, he okay. Yeah, Voldemort.
I mean, one of the greatest known villains
Fuck, it was not
in
hard.
the shortest amount of time,
You,
really.
j-
Though
well, you
I
just
mean, how long has Voldemort been a villain in the people's eyes here
Sure.
since the book, right?
since the books, yeah. He's
So I mean,
iconic as
those
all
books,
ever.
but yes, those books
The,
made him who he is,
the
and
books
how
and the
I mean, it's
movies.
just and he's not one of those villains that's been around for as long as Shredder
No,
or
Yeah.
no,
Magneto
no.
or these other villains that have
Mm-mm.
just held on to that legacy. And I
No.
think Voldemort as a villain himself will do that.
I think so.
That legacy will carry on.
Well, when you think,
Voldemort.
well, when you
Let's
think,
go.
one of the things for me that also like that, if I'll even go to bat as arguing him as I'll go to bat is not just a favorite because even as a child, Tom Riddle was just an evil individual. It's kind of like the Joker. He's just an evil person. He is just
Right.
an evil individual and grows up and just continues to learn how to get more powerful and powerful and powerful It doesn't care what he does to do it, and it's just so that's all for me. Like, along with you already know how I feel about it. I'll go to bed as saying he's a Banff any day of the week. So it may have been anticlimactic in a way, but it was easy. It was easy for your boys. Number one.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. I feel you, man.
Mhm.
I'm not even like I said. There's another one of them franchises that I'm not that familiar with, but that like I know that face that if you showed me a picture right now, and
And
I
then
could be like, yeah, that's
it's
Voldemort
it's
right
a
there.
weird
That's that
ass,
one right
creepy
there.
looking. Yeah, pick him out of a lineup. Yeah, it was that guy for
Man
sure.
ain't got no nose.
Bro, he ain't got no nose, bro. That's a good like he's got a really good character
That's
design
something you
because
don't
he
forget.
looks
He
creepy
looks,
for real.
but the only
I
reason
think there's only well, no, I was gonna say the Red Skull didn't have a nose. That was the only other one I could think of there for a second, and then I realized no, Skeletor.
Yeah,
there's just a
don't
few.
just
Yeah,
leave it.
anyone. Yeah, there's
Just
the.
leave
Oh,
it.
that,
Yeah,
yeah,
just
that,
leave
that
it. No,
started
no,
down
no.
a rabbit
Yeah,
hole. My
yeah,
bad.
no, 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 no.
I'll
You're
pump the
good.
brakes on that one.
Villains with no nose.
Tune in next week. Top 5 villains with no nose.
Oh god.
No, it's just.
Damn. I
He done advertised it. Now we got to do it.
I
No.
respect the bangers that everybody brought to the table though. Like
Dude,
for real.
Oh,
yeah,
well, yes, it
there
was.
was
That was a good one.
that
I
was a really good
know
one.
it's a lot that we had to leave off because we only got 5 spots, but
That
man,
we'll
like
break
those
it
are all
down.
bangers. They all
We'll
bangers.
we'll break it down to categories later, and I bet you some of those people that didn't make this list are gonna make all
Right.
those individual lists and in those
Wow.
categories as we keep going.
True.
So,
I mean, I got a number 6 over here, honorable mention.
well, yeah, throw it out let me hear it
Yeah,
real
might
quick
as
before we
well.
wrap it up. Come on now, what you got?
It's gonna be Bane.
I thought
Okay.
about Bane. I thought
I
about
did
Bane.
too.
I did.
I was
It's
yeah.
a good
He
honorable
crossed my
mention.
mind a
I mean,
lot. He crossed my mind a
he
lot.
broke the bat. You know,
He
Yeah,
did.
he did. He broke the bat.
he broke the bat.
I mean, what else can you really say
Do you
about him?
need to?
I mean, if he broke the bat, he's done nothing, or he's done everything nobody else could.
Think about that. Two of the people that we've talked about, one broke the bat and the other lives rent free in the head of the bat.
It all comes
It
together.
comes together. Hell yeah.
And the other one makes his bat suit extra tight.
True. I'm a little excited. Harley. Hey.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
shoot.
you little psycho, come here.
All right,
Oh, real good.
gentlemen, again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being on the list. I love it. Some bangers, and
For sure, bruh.
everybody
Mhm.
who listens, stops in,
Always.
give us your lists in the comments, please. Give us ideas for more lists, and tune in next time, guys. Again, thank y'all, and catch you next time.
Hell yeah.
Peace.
Thanks for having me. See you next time.
Oh yeah.